Welcome in, everybody. We're diving into something really cool today. It's all about jazz history. And get this, AI trying to make music.
AI making music. Huh. Color me intrigued.
Someone's been messing around with this platform called Notebook LM, and they're trying to get these AI podcast hosts to perform jazz, like actually sing it.
Wow, that's ambitious. I mean, we're talking about AI going beyond just talking about music to actually creating it.
Right, and it all starts with trying to get these AI voices to sing and even rap. But hold up, before we jump into this whole AI experiment, I think we need to lay down some groundwork, give everyone a little crash course on jazz itself.
You're absolutely right. We can't appreciate the experiment without understanding the art form. So, Drez, where do we even begin?
Well, paint us a picture. What are the essential elements that someone needs to know to really get this whole thing?
All right, so imagine yourself in New Orleans at the dawn of the 20th century, a city brimming with culture, a melting pot of sounds. And right there in that mix, you have the birth of jazz.
Oh yeah, New Orleans, the birthplace of jazz.
It's a fusion of African rhythms and European harmonies. This brand new form of musical expression, full of improvisation, vibrant energy, truly capturing the spirit of the time.
So this melting pot of influences created something totally unique.
Exactly. And within that unique sound, we have two heavy hitters, ragtime and blues. They played a crucial role in shaping what jazz would become.
Makes sense. Ragtime with that syncopated rhythm, it's got that bounce, that swing that's so distinctly jazz. And then blues, bringing that soul, those deep emotions into the mix.
You got it. Those are the roots, and you can hear their influence even in modern jazz today.
Speaking of modern jazz, how did jazz evolve from those early days in New Orleans? I mean, it couldn't have stayed the same forever, right?
Not at all. Jazz is all about evolution pushing boundaries. From New Orleans, it spread like wildfire throughout the US. Then came the 1920s and 30s, the golden age of jazz.
The golden age. Now we're talking.
This is when jazz really exploded. Think Duke Ellington with his sophisticated big band arrangements, and of course the one and only Louis Armstrong.
Ah, those are names everyone knows. His trumpet solos and that gravelly voice, totally iconic.
Right, jazz clubs were popping up everywhere. People were dancing to those big bands, filling up massive concert halls. It was the soundtrack of the era.
It sounds like jazz was at the heart of American culture during that time.
Absolutely. But as with any art form, jazz was destined to change. Then the 1940s hit, and bam! The bebop revolution.
Bebop. Now that's a whole different sound. Those super fast melodies, those complex improvisations.
It led by pioneers like Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie, bebop was a major departure from the smoother sounds of the swing era.
So it was more experimental.
Way more. It emphasized improvisation, those virtuosic solos that would just blow your mind. Bebop challenged the conventions of jazz, pushing it in a whole new direction.
So jazz has always been about breaking the mold, exploring new sonic territories.
100%. And that's what makes this whole AI experiment so fascinating. It's not just about recreating a specific style, it's about capturing that essence of evolution and improvisation.
It's like jazz is a living thing, constantly changing, growing. You can't just pin it down.
Precisely. And that brings us to the experiment itself. This guy, Imre, he's using the Notebook LM platform to see if he can get these AI podcast hosts to sing jazz. He starts by crafting a script based on What a Wonderful World, but with the lyrics tweaked to highlight jazz history.
So he's embedding those musical instructions within the lyrics.
Clever. He was hoping the AI would pick up on the cues and burst into song.
Okay, so did it work? Did we get a jazzy AI rendition of What a Wonderful World?
Well, not exactly.
Uh-oh. What happened? Did the AI have a stage fright moment?
It seems our AI performers took the instructions a bit too literally. Instead of singing, they launched into a detailed lecture about the history of jazz.
Oh man, talk about missing the point. But hey, at least they were knowledgeable.
Fascinating for sure, but not exactly the musical performance Imre had hoped for.
I bet. So what happened next? Did Imre just throw in the towel?
Not a chance. He teamed up with this AI conversational assistant named Grok, and they started brainstorming new approaches to get these AI voices to sing.
Okay, so they're doubling down on this. What kind of ideas were they tossing around?
They thought about everything. More direct commands, different musical prompts, even a sort of interactive songwriting workshop where they could guide the AI step by step.
Sounds like they were pulling out all the stops.
Yeah.
Did they finally crack the code? Did those AI voices serenade us with some sweet jazz melodies?
Well, that's where things take an even more interesting turn. They decided to pivot away from singing altogether and focus on a different form of musical expression.
Okay, a plot twist? So what did they switch to? Spoken word poetry? A cappella beatboxing?
They set their sights on rap.
Hold on. They're trying to get AI to perform jazz rap. Oh, this I gotta hear.
It's quite the twist, isn't it? Imre noticed how expressive the Notebook LM hosts always sounded, and it sparked an idea. What if they could harness that vocal dynamism for rap?
Interesting thought. So they thought rapping might be a better fit for the AI's current capabilities.
Exactly. They figured if they could get the AI to rap about jazz, it could be this incredible fusion of history technology and musical innovation.
I'm hooked. So what happened next? Did they cook up some kind of AI rap battle about the history of jazz?
Now, before we get to the performance itself, we need to talk about the lyrics.
Oh, the lyrics, the heart and soul of any rap song.
You know it. And remember Grok, the AI assistant. Well, they were tasked with crafting rap lyrics that would not only be catchy and engaging, but also capture the essence of jazz history and its key figures.
So they're basically writing a jazz history rap song for the AI to perform.
That's the idea. And you won't have to wait long to hear what they came up with. In part 2, we'll dive into those lyrics and see if Grok managed to create a rap that's both entertaining and educational. And then, of course, the big question, did the AI hosts actually deliver those rhymes?
Ooh, a cliffhanger. I can't wait. We're back and ready for some AI-generated jazz rap.
Yay!
Lay it on me. What did Grok come up with?
Get ready to be impressed. The rap's called Jazz Fusion, AI beats and rhymes. It's not just a catchy title either. The lyrics actually blend the history of jazz with this whole idea of AI stepping into the music world.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued. Can we get a sneak peek at these lyrics?
Absolutely. So the rap kicks off with host 1 setting the stage. They rap.
All right, host 1, take it away.
From the bayous of New Orleans, where the music first bloomed, we got the jazz fusion AIs in the room. We're spitting that history from ragtime to swing. With AI, we're creating Let the Melody Sing.
Wow, I'm digging the vibe already. It's catchy, and you can tell Grok did their research. New Orleans ragtime swing. Those are like Jazz 101.
Right, and those rhymes bloom and rooms swing and sing playful, clever, just like jazz itself.
Totally.
Yeah.
And it sets up this idea of AI not just observing jazz, but actually joining in, ready to participate.
Exactly. Like they're announcing their arrival in the jazz world, saying, hey, we're here and ready to contribute.
Love it. So what happens next in the rap?
Both AI hosts jump in for the chorus. They rap.
Let's hear it.
AI, we can rap with a jazzy twist, bringing past to present with a futuristic bliss. Syncopate the rhythm, let the story unfold. Jazz ain't just music, it's a story to be told.
Hold up, rewind that line. Syncopate the rhythm, let the story unfold. Genius. They're literally rapping about a core element of jazz syncopation, that offbeat rhythm that gives jazz its swing.
Right, and they tie it to storytelling, which is what jazz is all about, telling stories through music. They nailed that connection.
It's like they're saying AI doesn't just get the technical side of jazz, but also its deeper meaning, the way it conveys stories and emotions.
And that phrase, futuristic bliss, it keeps coming back. This idea of AI being part of the future of jazz, blending with human creativity in ways we can't even imagine.
This is wild. So what comes after the chorus? Does the rap go deeper into specific jazz styles or musicians?
Oh yeah, host 2 takes the mic for the second verse. They rap.
Drop that knowledge, host 2.
Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie, bebops in the air. We're dropping knowledge, facts, with a flair. Cool jazz, hard bop, free jazz, we trace. AI's got the flow in every single place.
They just name drop some serious jazz legends. Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie, the pioneers of bebop rock knows their stuff.
And they didn't stop there. They even mentioned cool jazz, hard bop, free jazz styles that came after bebop and pushed jazz even further. It's like a shout out to the entire evolution of the genre.
It's like a history lesson, but with rhymes and rhythm. And that line, AI's got the flow in every single place.
That's a statement.
It's like they're claiming AI's place in the whole spectrum of jazz.
Definitely. Like they're saying, we're not just copying, we're here to integrate, to become part of the fabric of jazz.
This is epic. What's next?
We hit the bridge, host 1 steps back in, they rap.
All right, host 1, bring it home.
From Harlem's Renaissance to fusion's rise, we're not just talking, we're bringing the vibes. With every note and every line, we innovate. AI and jazz, sealing our fate.
Wow, that's powerful. Mentioning Harlem's Renaissance, the cultural movement that fueled the golden age of jazz and then fusion, when jazz mixed with rock and funk. They're tracing the entire arc of jazz innovation.
And those lines, we're not just talking, we're bringing the vibes with every note and every line we innovate. It's like a declaration of AI's own creative potential within jazz.
It really makes you think, are they just spitting facts about jazz? Or do they get it? Do they understand its spirit? its drive to constantly change and evolve.
It's a question that hangs in the air as we move to the third verse, host two raps.
Hit us with that third verse.
Let's talk about Miles, let's talk about Monk. AI's on the mic, we're not here for the bunk. We're here to educate, to entertain, to fuse. Jazz and technology, we've got nothing to lose.
More legends. Miles Davis, the king of cool jazz and fusion. Thelonious Monk with those crazy harmonies and melodies. Grok is dropping some serious jazz knowledge bombs.
And I love how they emphasize they're not here for the bunk. They're serious about exploring jazz and sharing it with the world. And that last line, jazz and technology, we've got nothing to lose, it sums up the whole experiment, embracing the fusion of these two worlds and pushing the boundaries of creativity.
It's all about taking risks, trying new things, and seeing where the music takes you, just like jazz.
Exactly. And then we get that catchy chorus again, AI and jazz coming together in this new fusion. And finally, the outro. Each host gets to wrap things up. Host 1 says,
Give it to us, host 1.
so we end this track, but the beat goes on. Jazz is forever, from dusk till dawn. With AI by our side, we're here to stay. Jazz fusion in a whole new way.
Emphasizing that jazz is timeless. It'll always exist, always evolve. And by saying, with AI by our side, it's like they're picturing a future where AI is part of the jazz landscape.
A bold statement for sure. And host 2 leaves us with this.
Our host 2. One last thought.
Remember the roots, but look to the stars. Jazz and AI, we've come so far. This is just the beginning, so keep your ears open. Jazz, tech, and rap, the future's in motion.
Wow, just wow. It's like an invitation to witness something groundbreaking, a fusion of jazz technology and rap with endless possibilities. But here's the thing. We've got these amazing lyrics, but we still don't know the most important part. Did the AI actually perform this rap? Did they embrace the rhythm, the rhyme, the flow?
That is the million-dollar question. And for the answer, you'll have to join us for the final part of our deep dive.
We're back, folks. Time for the moment of truth. You ready for this?
Absolutely. The anticipation is killing me. We've explored the history. We've analyzed those AI-crafted lyrics.
So the big question, did those Notebook LM AI hosts actually rap? Did they bring the rhythm, the rhyme?
Well, let's just say the outcome is, it's fascinating.
Okay, now you're just teasing me. Spill it. Did they rap or what?
It's a bit more nuanced than a simple yes or no.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued. You gotta give me more than that.
Yep.
What happened? Did they spit fire or freeze up?
The thing is, while they didn't rap in a traditional sense, their response was anything but ordinary.
Wait, so no beatboxing, no mic drops. But those lyrics were amazing.
Oh, they were top-notch. But it seems like the AI as it is now just isn't equipped for a full-on rap performance.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess AI still has a ways to go, so no rapping, but they didn't just ignore the lyrics, right?
Now, instead of rapping, they went on this deep dive into the lyrics themselves. They broke down the word choices, the historical references, those clever metaphors, everything.
So they turned the rap song into a research paper. That's pretty meta.
Exactly. They approached the lyrics with that same intellectual curiosity and expressive speech they're known for.
I mean, it's like they were trying to decode the creative process behind the words, like trying to figure out how humans make art.
That's a great way to put it. And in a way, that's what they did. They reacted to the rap lyrics like a piece of art. They analyzed them, debated their meaning, even questioned what it all meant.
Makes you wonder if they even realized the irony of it all. Here they were dissecting a rap song they were supposed to perform.
Right. It raises some big questions about AI consciousness and how they understand creativity. But one thing's for sure. Their response shows us just how complex this relationship between AI and art is.
It really blurs the lines, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What does it even mean for AI to perform music?
That's the million-dollar question. Maybe we're too hung up on AI copying us. Maybe their real potential lies in exploring new ways of expressing themselves, ways we haven't even thought of.
This whole experiment has been full of surprises. We set out to see if AI could rap like a human, and we ended up with something way more profound.
Yeah, we got a glimpse of how AI can engage with music on a deeper level, to analyze it, interpret it, and even start new conversations about what it all means.
It's like AI is saying, hey, I might not be able to rap yet, but I can understand the heart of it.
I think that's a pretty good takeaway from all of this. While AI might not be ready to headline Coachella just yet, its impact on music is undeniable.
And the journey's just beginning. Who knows what amazing collaborations we'll see between humans and AI in the future.
One thing's for sure, it's gonna be an exciting ride.
So to all our listeners out there, keep those ears open and those minds curious. The future of music is a wide open space where human and artificial creativity are going to keep blending in ways we can't even imagine. Thanks for joining us on this wild deep dive.
Jazz. Bias in New Orleans, where the music first bloomed. We got the jazz fusion. AI's in the room. We're spitting that history from ragtime to swing with AI. We create, let the melodies sing. AI, we move back with the jazz and twist, bringing past people's head with a futuristic twist. Take a bit the rhythm, let the story unfold. Jazz ain't just music, it's a approach. Tell it, Robert, you see the last TV vibes in the air. We talking knowledge, facts with a flat cool jazz, hard bop, free jazz. We trace. AI's got the flow in every single place. From Harlem Renaissance, the future's rise. We're not just talking, we're bringing the vibe. With every note and every line, we innovate. AI and jazz, sealing our fate. Jazz ain't just music, it's the phone. Let's talk about Miles, let's talk about Monk. AI's on the mic, we're not here for the bump. We're here to educate, to entertain, to fuse. Jazz and technology got nothing to lose. So we in this track, but the beat goes on. Jazz is forever, from dusk till dawn. With AI by our side, we're here to stay. Jazz fusion in a whole new way. From never the roots, but up to the stars. Jazz and AI, we've come so far. This is just the beginning, so keep your ears open. Jazz, tech, and rap, the future's in motion.